are they better or the people of Tubba? Who are the people of Tubba? They said that this Tubba is one of the big kings of Yemen, طيب, of Himyar. Of Himyar. Himyar are the people of Saba. They were not from the Arabs according to most of the historians. They are not Arabs. You know the story of Saba, mentioned in the Quran. They said that this Tubba, he was an idol worshipper. Yeah, and he died. This Tubba died 700 years before the advent of the Prophet ﷺ. This Tubba, and he was an idol worshipper, and he became a big Malik, big king. And they said that he invaded most of the countries in the Middle East. Yeah, what is known as the Middle East. And he used to put his army, to look at his army, and he used to have an army, horses from Dimashq to Yemen. One line. This Tubba. And he was a mushrik, a disbeliever, idol worshipper. He passed by Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara, Taiba. He passed by Taiba. And he was fighting everyone because he was such a big king. He wanted to fight the people of Medina. He started to fight the people of Medina. In some narrations, they said that he was fighting the people of Medina in the daytime. And in the evening, the people of Medina used to host him and provide him with food because of their generosity. Yes? So he felt embarrassed. So he asked them about why are you like this, right? And then they started to tell him that they are believers in Allah, and at that time they were, they had some rabbis with them. So the rabbis, muwahhid rabbis, not mushrik rabbis, followers of Musa alayhi salam. Right? They told him that you can't destroy this country, this city, Medina. It is preserved by Allah, and it is a muhajir of a prophet. Allah will send a prophet, and that prophet will migrate to Medina. So it's better to you to leave it. So he left Medina and he started to believe in what the rabbi told him, and he became what? A Muslim. Muslim at that time. Who is a Muslim? The follower of Isa at that time is a Muslim. Yeah, muwahhid, believing in Allah. Right? And does not commit shirk. Right? And that deen at that time was the deen of who? Of Musa alayhi salam, Judaism. Right? And it was monotheism. So then he passed by Mecca. Going to Yemen. And again they told him that Mecca is the country of a prophet who will come. Yes, there is a prophet who will be born in Mecca. And he went to the Kaaba, and Kaaba was built at that time. You know that Kaaba is the first house to be established on this earth. In the hadith Abu Dhar asked the Prophet ﷺ, what was the first house of Allah to be established on earth? And the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Baytul Haram. Then Abu Dhar asked the Prophet ﷺ, and what then? Then the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Masjidul Aqsa. Yeah? Al-Masjidul Aqsa. That now the Zionists will destroy. They want to destroy it, looking for their temple. Right? And Muslims are sleeping. Yeah? They are not worried about it. They are worried about their own business. Or they are worried about ISIS. Right? So anyway, this is Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. So this Tubba passed by Mecca, and they told him that this house is a sacred house. The rabbis told him that this is a sacred house, and a prophet will be born here. So he honored that place, and they said that he slaughtered as a ta'zeem, as a glorification for that place thousands of sheep. Yeah? And he fed it to the people there. And then he continued to go to Yemen. When he went to Yemen, he told his people, listen, you have to accept Islam. So his people accepted Islam. That's why there are narrations, although weak narrations. The Prophet ﷺ said, I don't know whether Tubba is a Nabi or not. Yeah, this is a weak narration. But there are some narrations from Ibn Abbas and others, we don't know whether Tubba was a Nabi or not. And in one narration, I think it is authentic, that narration, Ibn Abbas said, don't insult Tubba فَإِنَّهُ أَكَانَ مُشْرِكًا فَأَسْلَمَ. He was a disbeliever and then he became what? Muslim. Right? They also say some of what it has been mentioned about, that when he died, most of his people went back to Kufr. Yeah? Most of his people in Yemen, they went back to Kufr. They also mentioned that during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was a grave or two graves in Sana'a. Yeah? Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, that was taken by the Houthis, right? A few months ago. It was sold. Yeah? It was sold by the president of Yemen and the presidents of neighbor countries. They sold it to the Houthis. Right? So this Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, there were two graves. It happened that they dug their graves and they found two women, yeah, untouched. Their bodies are safe. And there was a plate next to it, next to their head, that we are the daughters of Tubba, Hubba and Lamis. Yeah, their names, Hubba and Lamis. Yeah? And we believe that there is one God, La ilaha illallah. Right? This was reported that it happened during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Means that they were what? Muwahhidin. Yes? Monotheists. Anyway, so the people of Tubba, after Tubba, they disbelieved. So that's why Allah Jalla wa Ala, and they disbelieved, and as some reports said that they used to torture the believers. That's why Allah Jalla wa Ala what? Punished them and destroyed them. So Allah Jalla wa Ala is telling Bani Israel and is telling us as well. أَهُمْ خَيْرٌ أَمْ قَوْمُ تُبَّةٍ. Are they better than the people of Tubba? We have destroyed, and the people before the people of Tubba, we have destroyed all of them. أَهْلَكْنَاهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا مُجْرِمِينَ, because they were criminals. And then Allah Jalla wa Ala said, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا